No, he didn't quite meet it right. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nicely aimed pass. Jones! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pinches it off him. Gomez. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Threads one in. Van Dijk. Ødegaard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister. And he shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Donnarumma trying to keep this in. Shot could be on. He's picked his way through. Ødegaard, probing pass. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's their second corner of the game.
Le numéro 98. Le numéro 9.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. In by Messi. Cleared without hesitation. Chance! And he's there to clear it. Foden. No way through, so back it comes. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that's fabulous.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Drogba. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Gomez is fouled. Gomez. And he's managed to get free. Shot at goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Foden fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Alexander-Arnold, who's short, and the shot! And that has been cleared. Same again, same outcome.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Foden! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good ball! He's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Flash, a terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Mamardashvili gets it away. And it's Gomez. Spread neatly. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Jones.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's Juara! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Worth a try, but not this time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And a chance! Now it's Gakpo. And it's been played through, and he is dashing away. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon.
Voici maintenant la composition de l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 12, Hazard.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's picked his way through. He's in plenty of space here.
Vardiol.
Jones.
That was lovely, that.
And the shot! In he goes again! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get it through? Jones. Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? Gamoa gets flagged offside. Szoboszlai. And no, he's seen through all of that. McAllister, Ødegaard, now it's Shevchenko.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's a promising position, delivered with swing, cleared without hesitation. Jones was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Gravenberg kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gakpo looking understandably energised after his goal. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Haaland. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gakpo receives it in a good position here. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Ødegaard. Now it's Foden. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, it's a great ball. Haaland! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Gravenberg.
Liverpool always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. And Shevchenko! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Haaland! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Spread it left, delivers with whip. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Moore. Looking to play him in. Gakpo. And he's been shifted off it. That has not gone well. It's gone out for a throw-in. Not the most convincing of passes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. Kerkez. And it's Gravenberg. Over to the right flank. And here's Gakpo. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Superb from Szoboszlai! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's there to belt it away. And that's definitely not his best. Gravenberg. And we've reached half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been a half full of thrills, and the margins are tight. Just one in it, 3-2 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Looking for options for movement. Jones. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for a runner. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Hazard with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Not the most accurate pass. Kerkez. Here's a sharp little ball here. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Mamardashvili clears without hesitation. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he thumps it clear. Knocks it into space. Bungamoa. Pass is just off target. Bungamoa is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He has found the way through. Now it's Gakpo. Played out towards the right wing. Now he's got space here. Now somewhat off target. Jones might just make this. And he was quick to react. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And want to be quick to recover this. Kirkes gets it away. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Mongamar. And here's Ødegaard. Look at the space here. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9.
So, third corner of the
Pour
game.
le remplacer, le numéro 27.
And it's been taken short. Played in by Foden. Paris Saint-Germain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And that was nowhere near his best. That's been cut out, well played. That's a lovely, neat pass. McAllister, that's destined for the flank. Foden. That's an imaginative pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Foden receives it in a wide position.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short.
Le numéro
And he's
7.
cleared it out of harm's
Le
way.
numéro 13.
That'll be a throw-in. Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Gravenberg. That's really well cleared. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Floated through. Shapes to shoot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Haaland really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Well, there's the clearance. Haaland. Spread out to the left. Savani. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Now it's Haaland. That pass isn't the best. And that has been cleared.
Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Brilliantly cut out. They're up to 5 corners now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Shoots! And again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has another go! And he scores! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistant.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Now it's Gakpo. Van Dijk. Ungamoa. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery. A really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Christopher Nkunku, is a player with a very interesting...
Oh, that's ambitious. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Lewandowski! And that is well cleared. That was not done well. Batshuayi, Rabiot. This is a promising build-up. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Nkunku. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that should get the job done. Looking for the far post. Cleared away. Ball is over the line. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here it is, crossed in. That's a decent clearance. Zielinski. Zielinski plays it in.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not.
Been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Kubo. Bartesaghi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that is out of play. Hakimi. No way through. And here's Nkunku. Now it's Fofana. Oh, it's come loose. That's a throw. Pass somewhat off target. Rabiot really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bartesaghi picks it up out wide. Fofana puts a cross in. Vicious ball here. Dink through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Juara. Hakimi. That has been cut short. Fofana. Gabia. And it's Fofana. Not the most convincing of passes. Gabia and Tomori, Pavlovic and Tomori. And they've got a throw. Rabiot. Nicely aimed pass. Kubo in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Jimenez driving forward. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Rabiot. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Fofana with the cross. Rabiot! 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. That's a cute ball. That has been knocked clear. Rabiot. Pavlovic. Rabiot going after that. Now it's Nkunku. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Zielinski wins the duel this time. Fofana. Jimenez. Now it's Nkunku. Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kubo. A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Pavlovic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's running through. Good ball, good take. He's had it! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Milan! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Merci d'accueillir nos joueurs. Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 13.
So we're underway for the second half.
Le numéro 21.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, played right into his path. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Rabiot. Nice physical challenge. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's there to hit it! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending was strong and firm. Jimenez. And the shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Kubo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, he's seen an awful lot of the...
Oh, shooting chance! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Robertson is offering a wry smile there.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ranieri.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Just about up to the hour now. And it's Ranieri. Nkunku. Now he's running away. And he's had it nicked away. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed. Tries from distance. Now, Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Fofana, passing is crisp and sharp. Now this could be a chance. Ranieri. Pulisic. Played into space. Jimenez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Gabbia has a look and plays it forward. And here's Nkunku. He's found a way through. Jimenez, and he shoots! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control. Well read, and the danger is averted. Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That's a decent clearance. That's an imaginative pass. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. Incoming delivery. Defending struck first time. And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Neymar with the short one. And this is Messi. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Looking to play him in, and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Knocks it into space. Rabiot is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Not the most accurate pass. Pings it across. Oh, this looks sharp. Now he's off and running.
4 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Pulisic. Now here's the delivery. Gabbia can get it clear. And the shot! It goes to show he is human after all. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And they've got rid. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Fofana. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, that's well spotted. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fofana. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's going for goal! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's gone for a throw-in, and he's managed to gift it back. Gabia, this is a promising build-up, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Well read, nice interception. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Fofana.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nicely worked. And he couldn't finish.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
It's a sharp pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Fofana. Looking for options for movement. And here's Nkunku.
Such good technique.
That has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Fofana. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for a runner. Can they get him away? He's got away. Delivered low. And that's the keeper's ball. Looking to play him in. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the keeper's got it again. Tomori. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And Batasagi. And here's Nkunku. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Batasagi. Now it's Messi. Back to the keeper it goes. Tomori. Now it's Nkunku. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, and the shot! Goal! Milan! A goal at a really telling moment. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
He's in a great position here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
So we're underway for the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Neymar. Rabiot. Batasagi. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Neymar. Milan are looking to go forward now. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Batasagi. Rabiot. And here's Nkunku. And it's Batasagi. Marquinhos does well to get it back. Batasagi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's a pretty loose pass. Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Nkunku, Waneri gets a foot in here. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. And Messi! Well taken goal. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Knocks it into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Tries to get it clear. Fofana. And it's made its way to him. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Fofana. Spread to the right. Fofana. Muscular approach does pay off here. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's put paid to the danger. Batasagi with the clearance. Towering header! Rafael Leao finds himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
That is a great pick out. Messi!
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Fofana. And here's Fofana. Threads one in. Oh, what has happened here? Tries to pass it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Marquinhos does really well there, he is strong. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means, they still believe it can be won.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good ball, good take. And he's lost his man here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rabiot. Nkunku. Jimenez. Akanji with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 18, le numéro 10, Neymar. À leur place, le numéro 11, le numéro 19.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
That's the keeper's ball. Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kane looking for the run, and he was quick to react. And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.